Greetings and salutations. It's your boy D.Boom, LLE.Ascension, aka LLE.Astrology, aka LLE Tarot. We back. So let's get into these karmic messages now. So any extra messages I got throughout the week, I'll drop probably before Friday. So like I said, if you ain't heard, got live coaching sessions. 3 basically readings for one short price. I'm gonna just add that as a coaching, you know what I'm saying? And it's $55, one low price, you know what I'm saying? You should definitely get your book going. I have these basically available until the end of the year. Readings are currently $35, which is a reduced rate from what they were. All regular prices are gonna go back to in probably January 2nd. Season 4 of LLE.Ascension. So yeah, you know, for Thanksgiving, if you want to book on Thanksgiving, I'll have readings out for $25. I remember when Thanksgiving used to be on the 25th and shit. Like, things like holidays are getting spread apart a lot, you know what I'm saying? But at any rate, this is a karmic reading and karmic demos, lease and LLE.Ascension here at LLE. Basically just used for you to know what type or identify what type of karmic, you know what I'm saying, demo you got. It's either going to be good, bad, or ugly. You got good karmics, you got ugly karmics, and you just got bad motherfucking karmics you need to stay away from, you know. For those with good karmics, you know what I'm saying, who you know, are serious about their karmic situation. You know what I'm saying? That's cool in the game. Like I said, just know that you and your divine masculine or your divine feminine still has a purpose with you, and whether y'all not together or not, you know what I mean, still purpose to be had. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason why your paths even crossed. It'd be good to try to figure that out. Don't let that get in the way of your karmic demonstration. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, don't be out here acting like you ain't a twin and you ain't got divine business to do. You know, shit we do in the world and shit we do in Zion, which is the real world. 4th, 5th dimension, 7th heaven. Now, this will be divine masculine's karmic situation. Let's get straight with it. First card in this message, we got the 7 of Wands. This is internal conflict. Like I say, these are your woes, your scars, your wounds. This is your complex. These are your faults, your disabilities, your handicaps. This is your inner self, darker self. You know what I mean? However you want to put it. We all have that side, that inner side. You know what I mean? That weak side. You know what I mean? The passive side, the non-dominant side of us, you know what I'm saying, that we got to heal and deal with. This is our inner us. It's best to really get to know ourselves, who we really are, how we really feel. Keep us from really, you know, being in situations emotionally and mentally and doing actions and manifesting things that we really don't need to manifest. You know, it all starts on this side. And if you can't heal yourself, if you can't really get a grip on yourself, you know what I mean? If you dealing with yourself internally has become, like I say, a lifelong problem, this would be a good time to really put a microscope on that. Clarifying 7 of Wands, we got the King of Swords. This is God, you know, King of Swords. Swords deals with the mind. So mentality, ideology, thoughts, decisions, your mental, basically. And God, just like karmics, are out here good, bad, or ugly. Like, God can come in your life and do some good shit. God can come in your life and do some ugly shit to kind of shake you from this little, you know, weak foundation you got going on. Or like I say, God can come through with some bad business. Hit you with a jab, slap, a DDT, and a people's elbow just to get your ass back to life and back to reality. However God moves, just know God moves for a reason. 7 of Wands. Best way to deal with your internal conflict is the step afterwards. The 8 of Wands. That's communication or venting. But communication is 80% nonverbal. That's crazy because I went reach for a card to put some final smoke on that, and what do we got? The 8 of Wands. Like I said, gotta talk. You know, some shit going on inside you. Let motherfuckers know you ain't no damn open book. You don't just tell your business and your trauma and your drama to anybody. A good start would be your twin. I mean, if y'all can't be romantic partners, at least y'all can be as like secret holders. At least y'all can be as like, you know, down for each other like that. You know, at least y'all can do is be secret holders. At least y'all can be our people y'all can just talk to anything about. You gotta have people in your life you can really talk to anything about. But in reality, you can't really have people in your life you can talk anything about because, like I say, I have 70% karmics out here. So by being an open book, by telling your secrets out here, by you even doing some actions with a wants. Actions, behavior, shit you doing, shit you've done, not shit you finna do because you ain't did it yet. You know what I'm saying? Some people, like I say, some people don't need to know your business. Some people don't need to know your problems. They don't need to know your woes because all they're going to do is use it against you. All they're going to do is use it for ammo. All they're going to do it is when they not cool with you, go out here and telling your motherfucking business. One thing your twin has always been is, like I say, a safe. So just in case this karmic is, like I say, bad, you think it's a good karmic, turns out to be a bad karmic, your ass end up missing to some shit. It's best to, like I say, at least let your masculine know where you at, what's going on, communication, you know. So at least if something happened to you, somebody in this world can find you. It's like The Office when Michael left his wallet and Jim had to leave Mike in the bathroom at the gas station because he was taking too long taking the dumper shit. So basically, Michael was just wandering around Scranton. And Holly was like his twin flame, you know what I'm saying? And he basically sent Holly to find Mike, you know what I mean? And since Holly is so like-minded, just like Mike, they both dunces, you know what I mean? They're both dudheads. They're both like quirky, goofy, genuinely loving people. And, you know, by her putting herself in Mike's shoes, she ended up finding him right on top of the building because they thought the same. They do the same shit. You know, who perfect to find you, they're your twin. And when you looking to go find yourself, you can always look towards your twin to find yourself because your twin is you, essentially. One thing I notice about karmics, like I'm a guy at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? So one thing I do notice is like, you know, connections, you know. I like connection, you know. I like having more than just physical interest, you know. Oh, I like how you look, you like how I look, that's cool. Oh, you like being around me, I like being around you, that's cool. Like, we gotta have more in common here. Like, we need to have the same taste in, like, humor, art, you know, knowledge, you know what I mean? Just the same, like, the more like-minded you are with a motherfucker, the more you connect with a motherfucker, but even opposites attract. Even fucking with a person you ain't got shit in common with, all it does is that helps you learn more about yourself too. So I just say this. Coming to this read, masculine, overall energy, you're going through a lot internally, and there's only one person in this world who can really understand you, who can really help you with that, who can really be here for you during that time. That's your feminine. Bottom line, it's more important than all that. We got the 5 of Swords. This is focus. This is getting out your head. 4 Swords. 4 Swords is being in your head. And you have it in regards to your feminine. This is out directly. In regards to your feminine, you in your head. Still in your head. You've been in your head. This 4 Swords been here for 3 readings in your case when it comes to your feminine. You're still in your head. Bottom line, which is more important than this 4 Swords shit. 5 of Swords shit. Get out your head. 4 Swords, you in your head. It's the idle mind, devil workshop. Get the fuck out. This is how the devil fucks with you right here. Get out your head. You know what I mean? And really reread. 7 of Pentacles. What's the reread card? It's R-E-R-E. Really get out your head and realize something. Really get out your head and reconnect something. Really get out your head and remove yourself from a situation. Really get out your head and renege on a situation. You got a choice. It's always, you can always shuffle the deck that is your cards in life. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to R-E-R-E, like I say. Relay a message. Replay a message. You know? Really review something. Rearrange some shit. Reevaluate. Reobserve. Reabsorb. You know? So R-E-R-E, it's a couple rereads you're going to have to do. But you got to get out your head to do them. And why do you reread? To secure your life. What's the step after the Seven of Pentacles? The Eight of Pentacles. That's a life. That's a good standing, pentacle-wise in life. Seven of Pentacles is passing. It's the seed. This is what's up. Better than a Six of Pentacles, homeostasis, where you usually like being at. It's time for you to reread. It's something you're really going to have to shake or remove yourself from. Because it's people, places, and things around you that don't need to be around you. Final smoke with the bottom line. We got this Three of Pentacles. You got a job to do anyway right now, and that's to rebuild this bridge you blew up that goes to your divine feminine. We talked about this Three of Pentacles last message. You know, everything correlates. Different decks. Seven of Pentacles plus Three of Pentacles. What's that? 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. What's that? That's two people coming together like butt cheeks. That's two people becoming one. That's what you had in your last message too. Got shit you got to do, you know. It's time to really get this bridge back going, because this would be a very optimal time to have communication lines open with your twin, to have bridges open with your twin, and really to be in a position to do something with your twin. This is you, this is your twin, this is y'all doing. Yes, even in your karmic situation. Because even if your feminine was in a karmic situation, she'll still be doing the same with you. Big facts. Get some more coffee. Big facts. So, coming into this thing, masculine in your karma. Coming into this reading, we got fear. This is the Knight of Swords. This is being mentally discombobulated from a Ten of Swords that happened prior to this. What's the Ten of Swords? That's death or permanent ending. Death or permanent ending. This is fear. This is not knowing what to do after this death or permanent ending. This is making decisions without crossing your T's and dotting your I's. Why? Because you mentally ain't on point. Now, it's a knight. And I told you, knights, queens, kings, and things are divine cycles. Ace to 10 are karmic cycles. Divines, we do divine cycles and karmic cycles. And we do that shit in an infinity. That's what makes us divine. Karmics move in circles like gerbils. Masculines, y'all kind of got like a weird infinity circle shit going on. You know what I mean? It's one of a kind. That's what makes y'all the one. Neo. Now, put more smoke on this fear you got coming in here, which is all mental. We got the Six of Pentacles. You know, one thing you're learning, at least this week, is like I said, that Six of Pentacles shit you love being in, that shit is unacceptable. You know, we ain't just being okay. Six of Pentacles is just being okay. You know, you start to fear, or you're a little mentally discombobulated, or you making decisions without crossing your T's and dotting your I's because of this whole Six of Pentacles shit. The Six of Pentacles thing used to be cool. Now you're starting to understand that this ain't what's up. You know, it's like you know, like a J for juvenile young man coming of age. I'm just, you know, trying to do more than straight, trying to be more than just okay. Like, I had to get these girlies, you know what I'm saying? First thing I learned was, nigga, we need confidence to talk to these shorties. Talk to these bras. First, you gotta know how to talk to a lady. And they ain't really ladies, you know, they was hoes back then. When, you know, ladies, baby G. This is like early 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, when I really got the being on my shit, biscuits, you feel me? Like 2000, I want to say. 2000. Damn, like 99 to 2000. Okay, I had to learn how to talk to him. I had to figure out what she like. Find out some shit in common. I see some shit on her, or see her outside of school buying some shit. It's like I use that as a conversation starter. I know some dudes who still freeze up in front of fine women. Don't know how to talk to them. They older than me. You understand what I'm saying? Anyone just learn how to talk to them. Talking, that was just homeostasis. Like, I had to stand out somehow. And how do boys stand out? Nigga, we smell good. Like, we gotta have a scent. My scent was Old Spice and diesel cologne, like the old leather pouch diesel, that old school cowboy shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they don't make that shit no more. That was my shit. It was like my scent for a long ass time, right? Because it was like sex education. They gave us like deodorant and soap and shit. Like it was like oh, that's really how my generation got on Old Spice, real shit from sex ed. Hey, right? Sex ed, nigga was just like, hey, it's best to smell good. Make sure you got good hygiene. So, you know what I'm saying? Just in case you do, you ain't smell like doo-doo and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, bet. Hygiene, cologne, dress, wardrobe, boom, boom, boom. After all that set, I gotta be somebody. I gotta be, like I say, more than just okay. I had to find an identity or find something going on to really set me apart from everybody else. And for that, I was just a genuine leader. Not a gang leader, but I mean, I always had a group of people. I always led a group of people. You know what I'm saying? My whole life. And like I say, you know, I knew at an early age I had to really do more than what everybody else was doing to get shit done. The whole time I was on this quest to really slay the dragon. You know what I'm saying? Put some life. You know what I mean? Like that whole journey, and I was 12 years old when I completed that. When I slayed Pussy Life, it was just like that was my main focus. I had to do everything I had to do it. What I meant was just like I say, get in. In my head, I'm thinking I'm late. All my homies smashing. I ain't getting no coochie out here, so I thought I was a dud. I thought I was a lame. I thought I was a sucker. I thought I was the bitch ass nigga who couldn't figure out how to get up his pussy. All these niggas getting up in it, they wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Finally get in, come to find out, I'm the only nigga smashing around this shit. Thus making the whole leader role even official. And this is an early age. I'm cutting since 12 and I still ain't got no kids, you know what I'm saying? I just show your ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I know what I'm doing out here, you know what I'm saying? Sorry for all that though. By me being who I am, it only did nothing but work in my favor, you know what I'm saying? Every time I think I'm missing out on something, and I try to basically catch up, or every time I think I'm out the loop as a man and gotta do what I gotta do to get in the loop, I see that I'm a Superman. Like, shit I do is different from the average guy. Back to your masculine. Shit your masculine do is different from the average dude. Your masculine move different. He moves like weird as shit. He's like a very steampunkish hobo with money. Or stability and shit. Like, he just lives his life in this real... Your mask is a walking, talking nigga. It's hard for you figuring this gal out. Don't think the world's figured him out. You know what I mean? As much as you, or at least got a crack at him as much as you put a dent in him. You know what I'm saying? And then all that shit to say this. Directly coming into the master message, we got awareness. Saying I should say this. Master is just gaining a lot of awareness. Like I said, the awareness that your master is going to get is going to be accelerated. This is the Ace of Wands. This is like the Nebuchadnezzar in my deck. You know what I mean? How do you get to Zion? You do the Nebuchadnezzar. But how do you even get awareness? How do you even get on a Nebuchadnezzar? You got to be free. You got to be able to awake. The Nebuchadnezzar picks you up from the source of the real world. You were jacked into the matrix of the fake matrix that we think is real. But in order for you to even get on board, your ass got to be awake. Masculine's awake. That's why your masculine been in Zion. Motherfucker got picked up by the Nebuchadnezzar a while ago. And like I said, it's accelerating. Look at Neo's story in the Matrix. Matrix was really like 3 fucking days. A couple days, or maybe a week at least. 2 weeks at the most. From Neo being in the Matrix, being freed, being reborn, being trained, and being the hero. Trinity probably been free for a long ass time in the motherfucking from the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? But look at the impact that she has. Part of her path is finding the one. Even though that's Morpheus' title. Morpheus in this equation would be like God, the realest nigga in the equation. The realest nigga in the equation. But at the end of the day, just like Neo did, masculine, and just like you finna do now, you're gonna have to go past the point of no return. You win the Nebuchadnezzar now. You free now. You can't go back to the Matrix. Past the point of no return. It's like the slave ring. Ace of Swords, that's Ascension. That's the North Star. That's where freedom at. Now, slaves and Negroes, we can look up at the motherfucking sky and know where the fuck direction freedom at. That don't mean shit. Even the people who don't want to leave and go to freedom land, who feel they will never be free, they can literally see the star to where freedom is headed to. But you gotta be prepared. One thing knowing where freedom at, you gotta get ready to go. Obviously, you're gonna have to read, because you're gonna have to read the signs and shit of the Underground Railroad. Obviously, you're gonna have to get in the know, find where the motherfucking Underground Railroad is at. Obviously, it'd be best to get some help if you can get it. This is coming back. Hey, which one of y'all want to escape with freedom? You know what I'm saying? You want to get your family, your girl, your boo, your favorite cuz. And what you understanding is that they ain't you. They don't give a fuck about freedom. Freedom and them don't even exist. You know it's something more than life than what this is, and you're gonna have to get out. You know what I mean? In order for you to get out, what's the Ace of Wands? It's the first step, the first change of behavior, the first action. That's gonna get you to freedom land. So once you prepared and ready to go to freedom land, all you gotta do is get to the Three of Swords, which is pain, past the point of no return, which is go off the plantation. But guess what? Once you leave the plantation, nigga, it ain't coming back. There's no coming back. When you a slave and you choose to run away on some Kunta Kinte shit, it ain't gonna be the same when you come back. So there is no coming back. Unless you hear it tell me. She came back with a purpose though. That was her purpose, is to come back. You know what I mean? It's your purpose to get the freedom land. You know what I'm saying? And you A4 alone, moving by your motherfucking self, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, you're gonna have to go past the point of no return mentally with something. And this is some life-changing shit. And like I said, it all came through awareness. Clarifying it, we got the Nine of Swords, which is too many thoughts. Losing sleep, losing teeth, losing hair, losing weight, regaining weight the wrong way. Too many damn thoughts. You know? You on a path. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you get past the point of no return and get out here, like, I'll just go from 3 to 9 in the swords process and the whole slave A4 analogy. You know, 3 of Swords, you go past the point of no return. Guess where you at? You in the real world now. You running from dogs and shit. You outside with the big ass mosquitoes, with animals and bugs you ain't never seen before in your motherfucking life. Survival is on a whole nother level now. Purpose is on a whole nother level now. You get to the 4 Swords eventually, that's being in your head. Damn, did I make the right decision? Can't go back to the plantation. Did I make the right decision? You in your head. Damn, is this the right decision? Like, it's like you start a business and that shit ain't popping off. You're gonna be in your head like, damn, am I doing the right thing? Just keep going. Bottom line, focus. Get out your head. 4 Swords. Don't be thinking too hard out here in the wilderness, out here in the Freedom Town and shit. That's how you get caught. That's how you get set up. That's how you end up, like I say, get your ass killed out here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, can't be in your head too long. You know what you got to do. You went past the point of no return. You heading up. You know what direction you're going. All right, keep going. 5 of Swords. That's focus. Once you get the focusing on what you truly need to do, where you truly want to go, can nothing break that. You got a plan now. So if you got plans and you don't execute it, that's on you. It ain't like you ain't got a plan. 5 of Swords. You focus on your plans, like cocking back a bow or aiming, you know what I'm saying, a gun at a target. 6 of Swords. What's that? You're going to have to let it go. It's all mental. You went past the point of no return. 4 Swords. You was in your head about it. 5 of Swords. You got out your head about it. Now you got to focus on what you're doing. 6 of Swords. Keep going. Shit clicking. Click with it. Damn, you ain't got this far. You went all the way from goddamn Mississippi. Nigga, your ass is motherfucking Ohio. You guess you still got to keep going though. Now, we trying to go to Chicago, so we still got a ways to go. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the 7 of Swords. What's that? Secrets. That's cats coming out of bags. You know what I mean? That's results. You know what I mean? Seven of Swords. Let's keep it at 100. Let's keep it real with your motherfucking selves. Like, hey, at this point, I'm a free man. Because at this point, I'm a runaway slave. I'm going to have to get free. I made it this far. I'm not going to stop. Got to keep going. You know what I mean? And the truth coming out. Seven of Swords. Truth comes out. Truth is, shit, you was never a slave. You definitely was more than them. Look where they at and look where you at now. Look at the generations of motherfuckers who've been on them play tests who didn't choose to leave. You was the first one. Truth. You just keeping it 100 right now. You start to understand why they there and why you where you at. You know what I'm saying? Eight of Swords. That's a self-imposed prison. But we ain't gonna get there yet. Well, yeah, it's a self-imposed prison. Eight of Swords. All self-imposed prison is, like I said, long-standing belief that needs to be eradicated. It's a false sense of entitlement, false sense of environment, false sense of security. Told you, you in a real world. Don't be in a self-imposed prison thinking just because you a black man in a free world that they ain't gonna send your black ass back. That there ain't Seven of Swords, Decepticons out here. You know what I mean? Sheriffs out here, or bounties out here on your head, or motherfuckers out here coming to collect. Nine of Swords. Eight of Swords is a gate. At least in a self-imposed prison. At least in a false sense of security. At least with a false sense of entitlement. Mentally, you okay. Eight of Swords, that's a wall that you put up against your heart to keep you from getting hurt. If you got walls up, you can at least sleep at night. But guess what? You can't have walls against your heart. You can't have walls against your mind. You can't be in no self-imposed prison. There is no safety net. Since there's no safety net, Nine of Swords, you just a little... just got a lot of thoughts. A lot of shit can happen. Being on this journey. You know what I mean? Ten of Swords, that's a permanent ending. Or death. Ten of Swords, that's you finally get into your destination. You free. You in a safe zone. You ain't a slave no more. You ain't gotta worry about motherfuckers catching slaves. You in the green. Which is because you ain't a slave no more. And you in the green, Ten of Swords, that's the ending. Guess what? A new beginning is gonna happen. Now you at the next chapter of life where you probably gonna have to work twice as hard as you was working as a slave. Moving on, masculine. You in regards to the feminine energy, in your karma, we got the Five of Wands. This is outside conflict or life after home. I take it as life after home, which is full of Five of Wands, outside conflict. Four of Wands, that's home. That's twin flame union, reunion, and recognition. For the masculines that's finally came on home, that finally reunited with their twin, whether it was for something small or for something big. Whether that was just you lending your support, whether that was just you showing face, whether that was just you reconnected, whether that was you just, unblocking motherfuckers and picking up texts and messages now, just keeping the communication lines open. Reason why you keeping lines open, the reason why you speaking now, the reason why you back now is because, like I said, you've been home, been to the promised land. You know what matters, you know what don't. At the end of the day, your feminine is in the promised land too. So you know you're going to see your feminine regardless. You know that this bond is never going to be unbroken unless one of you ain't here no more. You know what I mean? You start to come to grips with shit. And clarifying this Five of Wands, this is all karma. You, Queen of Swords. You're going to have to be 10 toes the fuck down on what mental direction you going post union, reunion, and recognition. You're going to move different. Like I say, you don't know where you're going till you know where you've been. Okay? It's like you almost went to jail. You almost got killed or something like that. You almost got sick to the point where that almost killed you. You almost ended up in a financial situation or debt situation that almost took you under. You survived that. You know what I mean? You survived through that. So it's like now you know to move different. But now we ain't talking about life's trials and tribulations. We ain't even talking about the third dimension yet. Where did you just come back from? The fourth, fifth dimension, right? Now you back in the Matrix, post Zion. It's like Neo when he came to see the Oracle. It's like his first time back in the Matrix prior to knowing what the real world is. He's just looking out the window like, None of this shit real. Like, damn, that was my favorite fucking restaurant. They had good noodles and shit. You know what I'm saying? He's just moving different. His whole tone is different. The way he walks is different. He's more assertive. He's more confident. He's more kind of in a more inquiring state of mind. Like, he's just really a sponge right now, just soaking up everything. You know, prior to being in the world now than it was before, like I said, it was just different. You see what's real, you see what's not. You see exactly the shit Trinity does now, as regards to what you thought she was doing. You seeing how you are the one, and how everything is kind of lining up for a reason. You directly in regards to the feminine, you got the Four of Swords. You're still in your head though. I mean, you an inquiring mind. This is a new territory. You're asking as many questions as you can. And the reason why you trying to really soak up game, you know what I mean, and really just being very inquisitive right now is because you're just trying to make sure you good, just in case your feminine can't help you no more. Just in case your feminine gets in her karmic situation and can't deal with you no more. Like I say, this is like you really getting everything you need to know mentally, so you can at least feel confident enough to at least, you know, live life outside of home with or without your divine feminine. Final smoke on that. You got the Queen of Pentacles. Because like I say, the world's full of karmic feminists, you know. They ain't like your divine feminine. Like I say, you got good karmic feminines, you got ugly ones, and you got bad ones. But it's only a 33% chance you're going to find a good, you know, a good karmic feminine. But it's like you looking at all the karmics that you're fucking with. It's like you either fucking with a karmic or you fucking with a divine. And it's like you really look, like I say, it ain't just the world you looking at different. You looking at karmics different. You're looking at your karmic feminine is totally different now. Post-home, post-union, post-path. Everything's different. All you really focused on is, like I say, getting everything you need to know. So just in case, worst case scenario, you end up by yourself and not with your feminine. Deep down, which is a fear of yours, deep down, you can at least be okay with yourself. Or at least, in this case, the karma in regards to yourself, be okay with whoever you place in your life at this point. It's just you and another person. That's what it's all about right here. Or you in another place, or you in another thing. The karma to yourself right now. You hurt. Because either you don't have the person that's in your face and in your space right now, Two of Pentacles. You hurt because the person that's in your space or in your face right now is hurting you. Or you hurt because you'll never find another space, place, or face like this ever again. Clarifying that as an Ace of Pentacles. This is being in attendance of something. This is an asset. This is essential. Whatever this is, if you acquire it, it ain't gonna fix your problems, but you ain't gonna be hurt. It's just something you need in your space and in your face. Ace of Pentacles plus Two of Pentacles. What's that? Three of Pentacles. It's this bridge that you need to build. You and your twin doing some shit. In order for you and your twin to do A for anything, you both have to be present at the same place. You know? If this situation with your karmic feminine is hurting you, then like I say, you need to replace this or supplement this or be this for your damn self. You in regards to yourself directly masculine, you got the Knight of Wands. This is moving fast and furiously towards your divine direction. This is you being exactly where you need to be. You just came from home. That meant you was at home. That was the place you needed to be. You outside of home now. So now wherever you headed to is where you're supposed to be going. These are actions or wands. Actions, behavior, shit you doing, shit you've done, not shit you finna do because you ain't did it yet. You know, clarifying the Knight of Wands, we got the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is a temporary ending, pumping your brakes. You know what I'm saying? Or just putting a sudden halt to a few actions. It's like you're on a whole nother J for journey. And in order for you to really embrace this journey the way you need to, you're gonna have to put an end to something. It's just a temporary end. You're gonna have to pump the brakes to something. It's just pumping the brakes on something. And what is it? 6 of Cups. You're pumping the brakes on old shit. 6 of Cups. This is nostalgia. But this is also cup. I mean, this is also sauce. Who is the sauce maker? The divine feminine. Who is the sauce taker? The divine masculine. Divine masculine, you addicted to this sauce. And this sauce belongs to the divine feminine. What you've been doing for a while is taking your divine feminine sauce and rubbing it on karmic feminines, just so karmic feminines can taste like divine feminines. That's the shit you're gonna need to stop. The fact of the matter is, you keep going back for sauce. Where do you get the sauce from? Your divine feminine. Why don't you just cut the actions of putting this sauce on some generic shit and just fuck with the sauce exclusively? Enterprise on the sauce. Take good advantage of the sauce. Not advantage, but take good advantage of the sauce. It's like y'all going through an awful lot of trouble trying to be with somebody who's like your twin, or trying to build your life with a, like I say, not a false twin flame, but just a person who ain't it. Like I say, if your twin got it, fuck with your twin. You can't sit here and say your twin don't got it. But if you don't want to fuck with your twin, don't fuck with your twin. All you're gonna do is hurt yourself. You ain't hurting your feminine, double dipping from your feminine to this karmic. Your feminine know the deal. That's what the fuck I'm saying. This is generic ass sauce. Fuck with the real sauce. I know you getting tired of that generic ass shit. Can't pour syrup on shit and call it pancakes. And you've been doing that shit for a while. Problem is, your ass done ran out of syrup. Now you seeing the shit that you've been eating for so long, you know, you just kind of tired of it. So, on to the future. You got the 3 of Cups. This is distractions. People like family, kids, parents who orbit around you. This is you, this is your parents, kids, or something that orbit around you like, you know, the moon does the earth. Or this is like a third party. Somebody in your way. 2 of Cups, that's the lovers. This is you and your divine feminine, that'll be divine lovers. You know? Ain't nothing in the way of you two's connection other than yourselves. This is you. This is you in the mirror. This is your other half. This is your other side, which is represented through your divine feminine. But, you know, it's yourself you're going to have to deal with. You in your own way in this twin flame situation. Your feminine going to love you whether you put somebody in front of her or not. Divine feminine going to love you whether you rock with her or not. It don't matter. That's never, like, the connection in itself ain't never been the problem. It's just the shit in front of the connection. It's always been a third party. Third parties ain't never good for shit. It's good to identify these third parties in your life. 3 of Cups is distractions of third parties. 8 of Pentacles, that's your life. You know, life is full of distractions. But, final smoke, don't let these third parties or these motherfucking distractions get in the way of the 6 of Wands is in your life, which is victories, wins, and celebrations. Life should be all about winning, victory, celebrating. Celebrating life, victories in life, wins in life. No? Life shouldn't be all about distractions. Life shouldn't be all about third parties. Life shouldn't be all about, you know, things that are in the way of things. It's like you trying to live your life but can't because of an ailment. It's like you trying to, you know, establish your own shit but can't because of debt. It's like, you know, you trying to take your relationship to the next level but it's a kid. Like, that's life. Life is going to be full of these. What you got to do is, like I said, keep moving up. Do whatever you got to do to really solidify your life. If you got to pump the brakes on shit just to win, if you got to go by yourself just to begin something, like if you got to step in a whole new world like Aladdin just to embrace your path right now, do it. Because final card of your message, you personally, in regards to yourself going to the future, you pussyfooting around. So the long right way. That's up. This is thinking you got options of trying every other way other than the way you need to go. You got a fork in the road, and that's only because you know that this other way, it's a wrap on that. Like I say, it's all about LLE.Ascension here. In my personal opinion, anything outside of God, anything going in another direction and up, to me is a motherfucking distraction that I put an end to a long time ago. It all starts with the swords. Heads, swords, shoulders, cups, knees, wands, toes, pentacles. You gotta have your mind made up to keep your mind stayed on Jesus. You gotta have your mind made up to keep your mind stayed on God. You gotta have your mind made up to keep your mind stayed on your twin or this demo or whatever you want out the situation, whatever you want in life. You gotta focus and keep your mind stayed on what you want. But you can't just have your mind stayed on what you want. You're gonna have to put a permanent end to shit you don't want. To the opposite direction. This is the direction you're going in. Everything else in this direction is a wrap. No more. It's done. It's a wrap. Can't go back. You knew that going to the Three of Swords, which is going past the point of no return, a place you've been to, but now you're kind of returning here. Keep going. That's the message I got. Hope I can make a good use of your boy D.Boom. Please stay tuned. Deuces.